You'd sit at a restaurant and you'd be eating the tomato and the meat, eggs and the wine that was grown from places you could see while you're sitting there.
Could you taste the difference?
Oh my gosh, it was amazing. Oh, you just felt with all of it, right? All of it was just
so fresh,
so cheap.
Oh,
you
okay.
know? I mean, very cost effective. You'd have we spent half of our trip, we spent a couple weeks in Tuscany region. We didn't have a meal for a family of 5, and every one of them have a bottle of wine, sometimes 2. Because bottle of wine was, I swear to you, the first time we sat down, I had the menu. I was like, is this by the glass or, I was trying to make sure I understood the menu. He goes, we don't rip you off here in his accent,
Nice.
He goes, everything's the bottle. And it was like,
I'll have two.
$7 bottles,
Wow.
all from the region.
Yeah, I was gonna say, 'cause
every
it-
variety,
Right.
but here we deal with everything. All of our wine, if you're drinking American wine, comes from the West Coast. You've got the shipping, you've got the packaging, you've got the red tape overlays in
I
terms
was
of
going to say
what they
compliance
put in the
costs.
wine, and just all the additional stuff. Same thing with food. You can eat the same American meal in any city in America, right? We're not growing all of that here. Like, what would happen if it was more localized food? And think how big our country is. If Florida had its own, like if we just naturally ate more fish and, citrus and, the certain kinds of things that we could grow here, it'd just be a very different cultural experience as you float around the U.S., which I think would be very cool personally.
Yeah, because right now we don't really have a seasonal way of eating. I mean, like just you just hear over time like, oh, that's in season or this is in season, but you don't.
Well, they
have to
replenish
eat.
strawberries when they're not growing here. They're growing them in Mexico or California, right? It's like we just keep bringing in all the same stuff versus if it was localized, yeah, it would be very seasonal, which would be, I think, quite cool.